might extend JobKeeper, and do you agree with Philip Lowe, who said that migration has been suppressing wages?
Well, we're not bringing back JobKeeper. What we've put in place is the COVID disaster payment, which is set at the level that JobKeeper was at when JobKeeper ended at the end of March. We're in the position now where we have a very targeted need here in the Sydney metropolitan area. It's not a national. JobKeeper was a nationwide program. This enables us to directly make payments to people who need that help. And those payments, as we eased the restrictions on those payments yesterday by waiving the liquid assets test yesterday, means that those payments will be available to more people in the Sydney metropolitan area that need that additional support. So we will keep working with the New South Wales government. I was talking to their Treasurer today. Again, obviously had the Premier on the National Cabinet call today also on what may be required pending what further decisions the New South Wales government may have to make to suppress this latest outbreak. So we'll work specifically in a partnered way on that. We'll do the design and the targeting in a way that's appropriate to that problem. In relation to the debate about migration and wages, I mean, we're in quite an extraordinary situation at the moment. It's not common to have net migration which is negative in this country. And for it certainly to be at zero. So that is an extraordinary set of circumstances. That's obviously put some constrictions on the labour market. But at the same time, we're seeing jobs picked up very, very quickly. I mean, particularly here in New South Wales, as I was discussing with the Treasury Secretary and the Treasurer today and yesterday, New South Wales comes into this most recent outbreak after some very strong performances. I mean, the significant levels that we're seeing on the savings ratios from the most recent national accounts, which is elevated still to the levels of the global financial crisis and higher. So a lot of Australians have been building up their balance sheets over the course of the last 12 months, which is giving them a bit of a buffer at the moment. Not big, not pretending it's big, but that means that they're in a position for short periods of time to be able to deal with this in a way that perhaps they weren't able to do before. And the labour market is incredibly strong. When we introduced JobKeeper, we were looking at 1 million people losing their jobs. Now the labour market nationally and even still here in New South Wales is strong. And so long as we can get on top of this in a reasonable period of time, then we anticipate that the economic impacts of this can be mitigated.